One thing that took me so long to learn about life is the fact that you won't outgrow the world around you without outgrowing the people in it. And as much as we may want to cling on to the people in our past, people that may have been around for years or even decades, sometimes growth is going to cost you your inner circle. People that aren't helping you elevate and reach that next level in life. And one important thing that you really do have to keep in mind is the fact that outgrowing people does not mean that you're disloyal. I feel like so many times we put our focus on being perceived a certain way, whether it's being loyal or just being in close proximity to those that we feel like have been around a while. And the truth is, you're not obligated to stay the same just to keep familiar company. And this is something that so many people are afraid of. I feel like getting out of their comfort zone, branching out, allowing themselves to become the person that attracts like-minded individuals into their lives. They keep their focus on this form of loyalty, but there is nothing wrong with simply outgrowing someone. And if it's somebody that you genuinely love and care about, the best thing that you can do is sit down and just communicate that. Let them know that you are on a different page right now. You have different goals and things that you're trying to work on and entertain in friendships at this very moment you just do not have the energy for. And anybody that may love and respect you will look at that and accept it. They should want to see you put yourself in a position to better your life, even if it costs a friendship. I don't have a single friend walking this earth right now that if they came to me and said, hey, I'm just letting you know right now, our friendship and what we have going on is just kind of getting in the way of me growing in my life. So we just gonna put this on hold. I gotta really lock in and dial in so that I can get to where I need to get. First things first, I would accept it, and then I would look at myself and it would motivate me to do better, because what does this person see that I don't see? How am I holding this person back in a way where we're around each other, they may not feel like they can fully elevate and grow? It puts you in a position to reflect and do the deep work within so that you can ultimately grow as well. Whether you realize it or not, some relationships that you're in, including friendships, are rooted in the old version of yourself. It's rooted in things that you used to do, things that you used to represent. And as you're growing and you're expanding, there is going to come a time where you no longer represent those things. All of those connections, they're going to start feeling forced. You're going to start feeling that tension between each other, and what's going to be left is you removing yourself. But when this does happen, the best thing that you can do is just not feel guilty. Not feel guilty for wanting better, not only for yourself, but those around you, because you know that when you remove yourself, they are going to go attract like-minded individuals that are more aligned with who they truly are, and you're going to do the same. You cannot elevate and stay accessible to everyone and everything. Elevation comes with isolation, removing yourself, not allowing yourself to fall back into old habits or old patterns where people may have had access to you. That's all that growth is. And when you're truly expanding, you realize that boundaries become necessary. They become necessary when you're protecting your peace and your overall mental state. And I know deep down inside, whether it's with friends, family, relationships, we all practice a sense of loyalty. But loyalty to your old self is the enemy of your future self. You being loyal to who you used to be, the way that you used to think and process things. This is taking away from you becoming the person that you need to become. You have to really strip all that away and let it go. Is it going to be hard? Yes. There's times in my current life where I still battle with old habits and toxic traits that I used to have. Me naturally being more of an introverted person, but understanding that I have to be more extroverted in order to network and in order to branch out so that I can elevate. So this constant battle that you may be having with your old self, being loyal to maintain a certain image that really isn't a representation of you anymore, isn't going to do anything but hold you back. The sooner that you accept it for what it is, the past, the old version of yourself, and really let it go, the sooner you'll be able to truly elevate and create a new version of yourself that's more worthwhile. The sooner you'll be put in a position where you can attract the friends or people that you may have around you that can help you grow. Because truth be told, the only person that's holding you back right now at this very moment is yourself. I used to believe that it was an environment. I used to believe that in a sense it was some people. And although that may kind of be true, accountability above all is what separates a grown man from a little boy. In the same with women, being able to look yourself in the mirror and realize like, okay, now's the time for me to make change, and I have to look at myself directly before anything or anyone else. Truly understanding that not everyone can come with you. You cannot save everyone. And I've seen this happen so many times. People get put in a position of success and They haven't really got their foot in the door yet, but they're trying to cling on and save people from their past lives, and then they blow it and they miss their chance. Just imagine working your entire life for something and you try to string along people that ultimately haven't worked for what you worked for, but it's just because you may have chemistry, or you may have known them for a decade, and now you're jeopardizing what you've been blessed with, trying to carry everyone along. I used to feel guilty for feeling like I couldn't save anybody. And the thing is, you have to ask yourself, if the roles were flipped and it was that person who may have been blessed with everything that they may want in their life, would they bring you? Because 9 out of 10 people, they'll leave you in the dust, and you have to accept that. You have to really understand that. There's so many people out here that we call our friends, or we even call our family, but if they were to reach that true point of success, they would not worry about us. It wouldn't be their problem, and they wouldn't feel a single thing at all. Not saying that you shouldn't look out for your people, but you should definitely take into account that you simply cannot save everyone. And not everybody even deserves that saving. Some people need to go out and experience life for themselves and build themselves up into the person that acquires that form of success that they may want, not for it to just be given to them. And when you're trying to outgrow the world around you, having to outgrow certain people, you are going to feel lonely. But it's not even necessarily the sense of loneliness. It's because you're in the wilderness between levels. The gap between who you were and who you're becoming is naturally quiet. Embrace that space. Embrace the feeling that you get sitting in your own solitude for once. Whether you're alone, whether you're not seeing things how everyone else seeing it, being an outcast. I spent a lot of my time being looked at as strange, or being looked at as somebody who I felt like so many people just went against. But you always have to stand firm on who you are, your morals and your beliefs, and the right people you will attract. But this form of growth, you are going to feel lonely. You're going to feel like, man, am I supposed to be doing the things that I'm doing? Why do I feel so alone when I'm trying to elevate? Why do I feel so alone when I'm just trying to grow in my life and become the best version of myself? And the truth is, it's because the world around you and so many people in it are so focused on being comfortable. If you are doing something irregular, people are going to shame you for that regardless, because everyone's so focused on blending in and following trends that when they see somebody authentic, they look at them like they're crazy. And the person that always comes to mind when I think about stuff like this is Kanye West. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have his issues, that's his business, but what I'm saying is he's 100% authentic. And the world views him as crazy. And that's just how it is. So it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how many people you grow. When you're practicing true authenticity, there are going to be people that shame you for it, that view you a certain way. Your overall image is going to change. And that's why I feel like it's so important that we really do build our image up into the person that we want to be, our true representation of. But take the time today to grow. Even if that means outgrowing old friendships or relationships, do not feel guilty for letting people go, especially if it's at the cost of your overall success and growth. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It's your boy Blue Jay Tay. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.